Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston, this is Station. I'm ready. Hi, I'm Christina Koch. This is Ask NASA, where we answer your questions, even in space. What personal space achievement are you most proud of? Well, having been here for over 300 days, I have to say there are a lot of things I've had the opportunity and privilege to do that have been something to feel proud of for me. But most of all, I would say it's giving back and contributing to this program that I've held in such high regard my entire life, giving back to the teams that have made it possible for me to be here, training teams, engineering teams, real-time operations teams on the ground, and of course my team up here, my crewmates. If you could pick, where in space would you go now? Station again? Moon? Mars? I'd have to say that I would go to Mars. And the reason I say that is because I think going deeper into space and answering some of the most fundamental questions that we have is one of the most important things we can do at NASA. I think that going back to the moon first to prove out the technologies needed for that deeper space mission is really important, and that's why I'm so excited that's what's on the horizon for us in the 2020s with the Artemis mission. After nearly a year in space, are you ready to come home, or would you stay longer? I would say it's a little bit of both. I am ready to come home and see my friends and loved ones, but I have to say, if they could visit here, I'd probably stay forever. I absolutely love my job here. I love the ability to contribute, and I love the work, and I love the people. Do you have a favorite photo you've taken since you've been on station? Well, I'd have to say that photography is one of my favorite things, and this is my favorite thing to use in my free time to capture the Earth and also the universe around the space station. If I had to pick just one picture, I would say it was a picture that I took of the launch of Jessica Meir, Oleg Skripochka, and Hazza Al-Mansouri. And it was a picture of them actually in the rocket, where the rocket almost looked like a star, and you could see a halo around it of the actual second stage as it started firing. And it was just such a symbol to me of achieving your dream. It was a beautiful thing that you could never see anywhere else other than here. And it just sort of put a punctuation mark on the idea of a rocket launch and how awesome of a thing that is to be a part of and to be able to actually witness with your own eyes. What a great question. It's something that we call expeditionary skills behaviors. And what that means is it's a set of skills that is important for being productive and doing your best in a close environment that is not something you're accustomed to on the Earth, such as the space station. Leadership, followership, group living, team care, self-care, communication, things that allow you and your crewmates to basically work at your best every single day and still get the mission done. There is so much out of this world science going on up here. It's really exciting. If you can imagine anything that happens to just be better served as a scientific question in microgravity than it does on the Earth, we can do that up here. So that covers all kinds of realms of science, including biology, biotechnology, physical science, Earth and space science, technology demonstrations, and even human research on our own bodies. One of the most exciting pieces of science that I've had the opportunity to be involved in is directed towards developing medicines for fighting some of the diseases that we all face. You know, I think that's a question that we're all looking to answer right now. There's so many different factors that go into that question. And the real answer is, I think, we're not necessarily limited fundamentally by any one thing. It's really just a question of where can our technology and our innovation take us. One of the reasons I'm so happy that I've had the opportunity to do an extended mission is that that contributes to that understanding. Definitely, the best thing is that you get a chance to contribute to the coolest work being done, in my opinion, by all of humanity. I have held this, human spaceflight in such high regard my entire life, and so to get the opportunity to actually contribute to it day in and day out is by far the best part about being up here. Now, second, I would say, is definitely being able to float. Microgravity sure makes it fun to get around. Here on the space station, we have to work in every orientation. We have stowage on the ceiling, we have science experiments on the ceiling, and so it's pretty fun to be able to float around, to flip around, just to get around.
Do you have a question for NASA? Send your questions to our experts using #AskNASA.